Well, hello and welcome. I'm Peasant, and I'm back with part 2 of my playthrough of the Steam Festival demo. I died, right? I died, so I only get 30% of my stuff. I didn't actually realise I was going to be facing off against the boss. I should have been paying attention to this track up here, because I had lots of loot and now I don't. And I don't think I had that good chance of taking the boss there. But we'll carry on. I'm alive, but how? Thanks to us, a small group of us dragged you here. It wasn't easy. I should give these people voices, really. How could you fight off all those monsters? They nearly killed me. That's also interesting. Many of them vanished just before our eyes. Some we managed to avoid, but I think that most of them were gone even before we left the camp. I think your trips are deeply connected with your memories, my friend. Everything falls apart as soon as you're unconscious. Hopefully I can build something here. So don't have enough for the herbalist hut. I'm short on those things here. I'm just going to click on this to see what happens. Unlocks a new class, Rogue. That's pretty juicy. Gymnasium. And here's the frustrating thing. I think if I'd been more careful, I would have had what I needed there. So the herbalist, I need one more of this, whatever resource this is. Food. And smithy, I need more of these stable metals. So it looks like I don't have either. There's also the possibility of upgrading, right? So there's no upgrades on the campfire, but maybe I could afford an upgrade on this. And the answer is no. So, so much for that. So much for that. Okay, so we are getting back in. So I can actually modify my... Oh, something new. Chronocrystals. Crystals that are able to refract not only the light of the rising sun, but the passage of dawn itself. Doubles the effect of a day's passing on adjacent tiles. Okay, so I guess that means that things like battlefields are going to go twice. Oh, at the start of each loop. That's not the same as days passing. So this is going to speed up something. Interesting. Well, let's try the new thing. I've got too many cards. Ooh. Okay, I don't really use road lanterns. Let's get rid of road lanterns. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Stuart. Okay. Alright, a new day, a new loop. Just pausing, just from the excitement. Just gotta settle down, peasant. Okay, we're already on double speed. The stage is set for another great confrontation. So look, I like this little quality of life improvement they've made here with the kind of pause in the fight. Okay, get a mountain out. So I was surprised to find that collections of rocks were what made the harpy layers rather than collections of mountains. I think I'm going to try and be a bit experimental on this one. So lighthouse speeds everything up, so we'll put that somewhere where it affects lots of things. We'll keep the oblivion for now. Yeah, that's just worse armor. It's just worse. And the meadow is heals. Let's try what happens if you put a mountain next to a meadow. You get a blooming meadow, okay. And another lighthouse. Let's have all the speed. Okay, let's just pause there for a second. Let's get a ring on. It's going to be better than nothing. And wait. Well, so what's this? Mountains are plus 5 HP for each adjacent rock or mountain. So actually that's a lot of extra HP. So maybe the blooming meadow was a mistake, but that's quite a lot of regeneration as well. I don't know. I think it's okay. Gonna be fine. Let's put that there. Might be a bit more of a fight than I can handle because I have no real power-ups at stage. And let's try putting a rock next to a... So these have 5 HP. Well, I suppose this is... We're kind of braiding them together here. They actually seem to blend in really nicely there. I wonder if there's some kind of thing I can do with that. Definitely take the vampire shield. And we still haven't picked up a weapon. There, we can take a vampire. I'm sure we can take a vampire. If I put it here, though, we probably actually won't have to fight a vampire. That was not deliberate. I was thinking we're kind of guaranteed that it's going to be in one of those 3 spaces. Okay, so let's try putting a... They do like the adjacencies there. And we're going to want a cemetery. And I'm not going to go with 2 lots of vampires because I'm just, you know, I'm basically naked at this point. Ah, finally a weapon. Okay, we do have a vampire. Not a chatty one this time. Okay, and that's... Okay. See, I think we get more resources if we don't equip our weapons, because when they shuffle off here, we get some stuff. Ah, we got some resources there just for walking through there. Interesting. Maybe I do want to stick some more vampires. I'm going to be actively trying to try out combos of things. So mountains. Okay. So we've got mounted rock mountain. I wonder if that's going to have an effect. We definitely want the battlefield to be maybe in here is good. So rather than kind of having kind of monotonous lumps, I'm going to try this instead. So maybe, and this meadow. What happens if I put meadow in? I don't think it actually makes any difference. Okay, we've got lots of resources there. But I think the rocks definitely want to be next to other rocks. Maybe I could try zigzagging some rocks. I'm going to try some stuff out. You know, no big deal. Okay. Ah, treasuries. So, as we're doing all sorts of stuff over here, we did get a whole ton of treasure for our treasury. I'm going to have rock area this way, so we'll probably have more of a mix of stuff over here. Reminds me of Carcassonne, this, there, was it the sanctuaries, where if you surround them you get a whole ton of points. Everyone loves points. That's a big damage increase. That's a montane. I wonder what happens if I zigzag them like this. I don't know. Ooh, that looks nice. That's just going to be better. Vampire Mansion. We could, yeah, maybe we're being a little bit too easy on ourselves. Okay, we've got some new shields. But yeah, this is such a lovely game. That's lovely stuff. It's funny because the whole kind of like town building between stages thing, it's not generally something that I find that appealing, but this game just has so many other appeals that I'm just, you know, won over. Can't resist. So have a cemetery maybe over here. And I think auto battling for me is great. I love making the strategic choices, but not such a huge fan of kind of having to like play out every punch in a fight. I like you know, we're using a damn computer here. So this is just a oh, it's not a bog standard meadow because it's against the treasury. Okay. I wonder if we can if we have a whole load of flower meadows, whether that's going to have an impact. Okay, so we're going to zigzag these rocks. It amuses me that the these cemeteries look like tracks. Okay, we're going to put that in there. Do we have good upgrades here? I suspect that for the most part, these, you know, the grey weapons are not going to be worth it compared to, you know, unless they're massively out leveled. But who knows? That's conjecture. Okay, mountains and meadows. The Blood Grove is a pretty nice thing here, and if we have it so that this area here is our main fighting area, then the Blood Grove is going to help us with those fights. Not sure how clear I was there, but yeah, let's surround this with meadows. Well, we do have a vampire hut there accidentally. I'm going to put this here as an experiment. So that's just a regular meadow. Okay. So the flower meadow doesn't count as something of too much interest to the other meadows. I guess if you're already a meadow, meeting other meadows isn't so exciting. Unless you live somewhere where there aren't any meadows. Be around your own kind of land. So that's also a bog standard meadow, so it wants to be orthogonally adjacent to something. Ooh, going right into the analysis tank. Can't resist it. Are we making just... let's put some spiders there. It'll be fine. Only got 6% vampirism, which is not much vampirism, really. Probably want a little bit more than that. And that is a ring. Yeah, well done, peasant. This is a huge upgrade, and I probably should have done that earlier. Probably. Ooh, chronocrystals. First time with chronocrystals. Okay, so they double the effect of a daze passing on adjacent tiles. So battlefield, it says start of each loop. Where can I actually put this? Daze passing here heals 30 HP upon 8. Oh, I wonder if I can put it up. I can't put them up here. But this heals 3 HP at the start of each day. Maybe we'll try putting it up here. It might mean that we get more enemies in the cemetery, but that's okay. I can take those creeps. I'm afraid of them. Okay, let's get that. So that is a fancy schmancy. Oh, these guys are going to be pretty scary. Got some pretty nice armor, though. I'm not afraid of these guys. No way. Not even a tiny little bit. Okay, get our mountain out. So, so this is going to give me plus 5 HP for each adjacent rock or mountain. So we're on 4,685 max now. So this should add 10. Oh no, it added 20. Okay, I'm sure I'll have to reassess my maths skills at some point. At some point. I'll get to it. I'll get to those all-important maths. Okay, more meadows. So we'll finish off this. And wow, that's got me loads of stuff. Loads and loads and loads of stuff. More chronocrystals. Well, I think we want to have the chests kind of over here. Actually, here's probably even better, except the chest might land on there, having passed there, which I don't want. Chronocrystals doubles the effect of a daze. Well, maybe we could put chronocrystals up here. Don't know. Let's put it there. Put them there. And the grove. There, we can have a grove doing. Let's put it there. Grove should be a relatively easy fight. That's the hope anyway. That's whereas my head is as usual. A little bit in the way. So I press this button. I can put them away. Let's keep them out. So we can see what we get. Okay, that must be an improvement. Wow, 10% vampirism. That's definitely what the doctor ordered. Okay, spider cocoon and grove. And now that we've got some vampirism, it's gonna mean that we're let's put grove here. This is actually a really nice long straight. So we haven't seen there's something that's in the itch demo that's kind of that I think would work quite nicely with that. Okay, we've got a meadow here. Maybe we'll try a meadow next to these battlefields. Okay, so that's a flowery one too. So in the itch version, I've lost my train of thought there. There's oh yeah, that's it. Storm Tower, I think they're called, and they're like a. Ooh, okay, so mountains of rocks seem to kind of be interchangeable. Harpies are kind of dangerous though, so I might have done this a lot earlier than I'd realised. I guess that maybe rocks are lower grade than mountains, so I kind of want to make sure I. So ideally, I'd be using rocks to make mountain rages rather than mountains. Possibly. I'm actually pretty dinged up now. Where are we? We are about to heal. Oh, do we even have another loop in us? Is it wiser to kind of back out of this loop and, take on an easier one? I feel like we've just not really gained that much stuff, right? I mean, what have we got? What have we even got here? I think if you back out, you get many more rewards. Because, oh yeah, we can use Grove and Blood Grove to make this fight easier. Actually, we can just Oblivion these creeps. We could put them in there, and we could put them next to a Blood Grove. How'd you like these apples? I mean, we're up to 431. I think maybe this might be a time to dip out. I just don't know. I just don't know, Jim. Just don't know. We don't have anything particularly great to put Chrono Crystals next to. Chrono Crystals next to Chrono Crystals. Another lighthouse? Why not? Very lighthouse. Oof, this might be a tough fight. These guys actually do attack. Surprising. Okay, now just going to prove me wrong and not attacking at all. Almost certainly going to want to tinker with our equipment after this. Whoa, loads of rocks and mountains. And what's this? 14 to 20 damage. Less damage, but a bit of defense, but no vampirism. And less defense, more counter. And no vampirism and similar damage. Okay. So yeah, can we do another loop? Oh, it looks like these things combine to make these bigger resources. Wow, these skeletons are wrecking me. I'm not in good shape. And I don't think I can run unless I'm at the village. So this is going to give me more HP, more counter, and some defense. I think maybe that's what I have to do. Some rocks. I like how they blend so nicely together. And we've actually, yeah, maybe we're going to die here. That harpy is going to be pretty nasty for us. Okay, we need sustenance from the air. I wonder what meadows and lighthouses do when they hang out. And I just don't think I can run just yet. Okay, so I can kind of do that. So we're 202 at the start of this fight, but we're just not... So that's a kind of net neutral fight. It's kind of... This is a useful area in here. I don't think it's worth putting those in there. Maybe we are... Are we dead? Are we dead? Bloodgrove could help out somewhere. Oh yeah, this is a rough fight. Hey, those guys shouldn't be there. Oh no, they should actually be there. And this is a gargoyle. Have I actually fought a gargoyle yet? They come from somewhere. Ooh, broken longsword. 18 to 26, but it has actual regen, so 1.2 a second. I just don't think that's going to compare to getting rid of all my vampirism. Maybe. Extra counter, some actual regen. Okay, that's the Bloodgrove thingamajig helping me out. Do appreciate it, Bloodgrove. But yeah, not going to make the trip any harder for myself. So this is considerably harder than the demo, which is a relief. So this is basically the same as this. Yeah, so on this run we started at about 200 and now we are at 161. Oof. And these skeletons were pretty... Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh, Pizzo. Pizzo, no! So I have died. I get to only keep 30% again. Alas and alack. So I really did stick around for too long. I can afford this now. Herbalist's Hut. Potion heals 4% of max HP. The hands of the herbalist always remember how to mix her dried herbs and brew healing potions. You take up to 3 potions with you. 2 potions are refilled at the camp. Unlocks the Swamp card. Okay. Ah, okay. Well, that's the only thing I can unlock here. Gymnasium. So yeah, I guess we go with this. And I don't know if it's worth linking up to these or not. I don't know. I don't know. Let's put it there. Oh, look at this! It's a miracle that we could find some fertile soil and that we're able to save some seeds of precious healing herbs. This is like the ultimate babushka. But the real miracle is that all these healing poultices and balms still have any effect. Great work. We've already lost many people because of the cataclysm. It would be nice not to lose more to disease. These potions can also help you, of course. Take a bottle or two on your trip and your chances of getting back unharmed will be much higher. Thanks. Wait, just see if can I actually upgrade? No, miles off the upgrade. And yeah, miles off this upgrade. Alright. Okay. Ah, there we go. So, expedition time. And I can mess around with these cards. So we've added swamps. And in the alpha, I barely use these. Potions still work for me, but healing doesn't work for other people. I mean, and chrono crystals weren't doing a lot for me. I mean, maybe I didn't actually try them next to spider cocoons. I think rocks and mountains and meadows are just too good to skip. Just noticed, where did the lighthouse go on? Roadhouse or whatever it was? Is that just out now? Oh no, Road Lantern, there it is. Don't mind me. I mean, does it make sense just to completely cut out a load of stuff? Don't know. I mean, I know that in a lot of deck builders you want the smallest possible deck, but this is... Okay, we've got our healing potions there. Okay. So it looks like, let's try just put this here. See, I just gain resources for walking through there. So it might make sense to do that, to just kind of cheese an extra resource. And I'm going to really try and make sure I dip out of this before it's too late. So I think I need a grove, a forest next to the road, but I think that might mean grove. Okay, here's some upgrades. Vampirism, bit of max HP, and almost certainly a worse shield. Yeah. Must be a worse shield. Okay, Vampire Mansion. Can we take a Vampire Mansion? We can take a Vampire Mansion. Yeah, let's put it here. Put it somewhere that feels like I can control it. Okay, that's a treasury, so we haven't actually placed any kind of terrain stuff yet. So let's put this treasury, just put it over here. Maybe mountains and things. Nah, let's just put it there. Let's just put it there. Get some treasure. And a meadow. Put it next to the treasury. Oh, I just realised we're only going to be able to surround that treasury with kind of stuff that has to go by the roadside. Just realised. Error of my ways. Because meadows, you see, can't actually go there. So I guess it's going to get pretty spidery over here. Okay, we're going to start the whole rock business up here. And, you know, maybe we don't want to summon... Maybe we deliberately want to have our rocks kind of distributed around so that we don't summon harpies. You know, maybe that's the thing to do. Oh, we've got a ring and we're not using... Yeah, let's actually equip some stuff, shall we? Bold new way to be an adventurer. Saw it here first. So mountains, they seem pretty... Let's try maybe not inviting harpies to the party so much. Same weapon. Looks like we always get preserved pebbles once we go through a graveyard. That must be an upgrade. It certainly is. Bit of counter. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go with harpies seem to be actually a very dangerous enemy compared to some of the enemies we've been up against. Obviously, we gain a lot of health for having those big mountain ranges. Let's try a meadow next to spiders. The old spider meadow. I mean, maybe I do want to have the harpies. I mean, it was a big chunk of health it gave. Yeah, okay, there you go. There's the indecision. So we'll have it so that our treasure chest is down here somewhere. And we'll have a big load of rocks up here. And some meadows about the place. Oh, we've actually got a blood grove now. So we could put the blood grove here. And that will help with all these fights that will be kind of mildly intimidating fights. And that's our first swamp. Okay, so there's no healing in swamps. So yeah, we'll do the cheesing resources trick. We'll just put that there. I suppose, what enemies do we have that actually heal? Maybe swamps, we could use those against them. Let's try putting it there. And maybe we pick up a particular resource in swamps as well. And some meadows. Looks like there isn't necessarily a way of putting meadows next to swamps. I kind of want mountains to be adjacent to mountains, I think. Where we can. Where possible. Okay. Yeah, see, these guys heal, so maybe having swamps next to vampires is kind of potentially good. Unless, of course, I'm being very healy. In which case, then that's not what I want. And put this meadow... I wonder if what happens if I place a plain meadow here and then place something next to it. Maybe that means it's kind of becomes an interesting meadow. Ooh, okay, this must be an upgrade here. 11 to 17. Yeah, that's a huge upgrade, and this is almost certainly a big upgrade as well. Almost certainly. And evasion or attack speed. And some mountains. So yeah, we're going with mountains. Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah, we're going with mountains being adjacent to mountains, and then we'll put all the gravel up here. But we're going to deliberately not make harpies. We just went through a swamp. Looks like we didn't gain anything for going through the swamp. And that's a grove. Put the meadow here, then if I put something interesting in there, then I'll get double. Not really sure what that interesting thing's going to be, but hopefully something clever will happen. I mean, maybe this mountain is just doomed to be a little mountain. Okay, that's another battlefield. We definitely want that to be after the camp. Vampire mansion. So, vampires heal themselves, so maybe we want them to be here. Of course, that does mean they could be in a lot of different areas. So yeah, no actual vampires there. So I'm going to want to put something there to give them someone to hang out with. That's a vampirism, but it's a big decrease. More meadows. Yeah, no point putting a meadow there. Let's put a meadow here. Maybe we could have some vampires. Maybe here. What happens if we have vampires next to mountains? Okay. Who knows? Okay, that's probably an upgrade. 13 to 19. Plus regen, plus... Yeah, that's... I'm not sure if orange is rarer than the kind of yellow. Could be. So I'm going to have genuine mountains next to genuine mountains. I'm going to have gravel up here. So I suppose what you could, way you could do it is you could work out what it is that you wanted to build in your camp, and then you could see what resources you were trying to collect. That would be an approach. Wow, our shield is pretty old school. From the early days of shields. Wow, this mosquito's pretty horrible. Okay, meadow. Let's put it up there next to the vampires. 20 changes form a complete metamorphosis. Okay, so it looks like these different things, you need different numbers to form a whole thing. What the hell is this? A flesh golem? Has a soul, apparently. Well, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, so that, I think... I'm not sure where that guy came from. Oh, maybe they came from the Blood Grove. Sometimes spawn something dreadful. May spawn something dreadful from their remains. Yeah, that was pretty dreadful. So this is a big defense increase. This is also going to be a big defense increase. Regen, attack speed, some... and better armor. This does add some vampirism to the mix, so I'll go with it. Okay, more genuine mountains. Oh, there's cheap gravel. And another lighthouse. Swamps. So I've not seen any... What can I try putting a swamp next to? Maybe... was trying to swamp next to a grove. That doesn't seem to have made much odds. Maybe a swamp... Maybe put a swamp here. It says I am healing, so that might not necessarily help me that much. It might not be so clever. Let's put that there. Wow, this is... feels that felt like a quick fight. Okay, we're just going to put these anonymous rocks up here. And the mountain... I think if... I'm not actually sure if I've even made 3x3 of actual mountains. So we'll go with the slightly more potent meadow. Put that there, and then if I put something in the middle, it should upgrade all of those meadows. And we are at half health. So maybe I am already biting off more than I can chew on this particular loop. We're about to heal for 30%. We've not actually been using these. Okay, it looks like it auto heals me, and I don't have to make the decision. Okay, we're back at full health now. What the hell's that? Blood clot. Undead liquid that has a soul. Crikey. Okay. Grove. Okay, we've got one of those villages there. I'm kind of tempted to Oblivion it, you know, but maybe that's not my worst fight. Seems pretty harsh. Is that an upgrade there? Max HP? No. These are no upgrades. Wow, I've got a lot of loot there. This is a shield with some vampirism on, so I'll take it. Maybe I'm obsessed with vampirism. Do I actually know someone that thinks they're a vampire in real life? And yeah, nice guy. But yeah. But yeah. Not a great story. Well, there's an anecdote for you. So this is probably just must be an improvement, surely. Okay, because we've got some damage to all going on, haven't we? We've got some 5 damage to all. With a little bit of vampirism, that's going to be good for these big group fights. Okay, we're going to make a budget area up here in the top left. Budget. Oh, yeah, let's say, so 3 rocks. Does the 3rd rock, it does instantly appear, and then I get a load of this. Okay, we are going to be fighting harpies now, but it'll be fine. So I'm going to try and make a 3x3 of mountains to see if I get a different result. To do as much science as I can. And I think I need to duck out of the fight before I fight the Lich. The Lich just completely wrecked me last time, and I did not have a setup as good as this. Or certainly didn't feel that like that. This has a pitiful amount of regen, but I think I'm going to go with, yeah, the spear, buffing myself a little bit. Okay, maybe that's an upgrade. That's some extra vampirism. 18 to 20, slightly better, bit of defense, bit of attack speed, okay. Drive a hard bargain game. We're going to keep the vampirism option. We are going to want to place this blood grove somewhere. If we can. We can finish off this treasury. Just going to get me loads of stuff. Look at all that stuff. Ooh. A new shield. Oh, meadow. We should have played that before. See, the damage to all, I don't know how much it's kind of adding up. Taking some wrecking. I've been using my heals here. I might have a slightly warped idea of the amount of health I have. We'll put a rock in here, and it does upgrade those meadows. Okay then. Let's put a meadow in there too. And where am I? I'm here. And I'm going in this direction. So okay, we've passed the hard fights. Let's add a blood grove in to help out. Yeah, this is a bit rough. I mean, will I be able to do another loop, or? I don't think I don't know if we actually gain any more when we pass through the cozy camp. I mean, I could actually really be on my last legs. These are the last ones I've got. I just realised that actually the mountain peak, I do want to be stacking mountains next to it now that I've got it. Interesting. But maybe this is time to run. I've picked up some, what feels like significant amounts of resources. And I'm not in great shape. Let's just put the thing on. So it should automatically retreat me when I get there. Okay, I do get the choice. So actually my first retreat where I don't die, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Feels very retreaty. Another success. You returned and we still remember you. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's good to be back, but I'd hardly call it success. My old memories of the world are gone. The path is empty again. There's only darkness everywhere I look. Interesting. So technically you remember that there are things you forgot. We should find a way to use it. Let's talk about something more positive. We managed to tidy this place up. It's time for the next step. What do you have in mind? Expanding the camp, we have all sorts of craftsmen, from cooks to an alchemist, but they all need a place to work. We can't use the materials from around here. You turn away for a second from a branch or a stone you've just found and it's gone. I'm afraid only you can solve this problem. The materials that survived your trip always look suitable for building. But these are just stones and splinters. How can you build something with them? Curious, eh? I noticed it with the fire you've made. The things you obtain somehow infect everything similar with stability. Only in small amounts, but it's still something. Even a small branch is enough to make a wooden wall exist without constant supervision. So apparently I'm special. So, you know, no need to thank me. I wonder if I can build anything new. Ooh, can I build a gymnasium? Looks like I can. Or not a farm. I can't afford that. This thing here. Enough metamorphosis. Place where you'll learn how to read, write, and be polite to your teacher. Physical training takes priority. Unlocks the ability to gain special traits after killing monsters in expeditions. Unlocks the village card. Okay, I liked the village card before. I'm sure I like it now. So, yeah, so I think before you didn't need to unlock it, but now you do. It's the modern world. So we're going to have a village. The thing there. Yeah, again, I don't really know where to put it. Maybe it wants to be next to these houses. Let's put it there. So that's how it works. Instead of remembering something, you can just learn it again. That's a nice trick. There's no ill intent. Without education, our world would be left to the savages. Facts. You too could learn a few things, though. We could all get together and share our useful knowledge and skills. Nah, I already know all I need to. Leave learning to the kids. Your first lesson, learn to like learning. That would make life easier for both of us. Alright then. Well, that's going to wrap it up for that episode. Thanks so much for joining me. I've been Peasant. If you like the video, like the video. And I'll catch you next time.